Greetings, beautiful friends. Happy Monday to you. Here we are kicking off a new week. Actually, this week, even though we're still in October, we're about to step into the month of November. So if you've been here before, you know that this is our usual check-in, our mindful motivation for mindset mastery session. And so the whole idea of this is to just really tap into energetically what's going on. I love to feel into the different phases of the moon because that's one of the best ways to help all of us really get into this idea of mindset mastery, to really get in touch with the truth of who and what we are at the depths of us. So the moon phases that we are influenced by this week, it's only 2 days since we had that really powerful full moon in the sign of Taurus. That was the full moon lunar eclipse. So what this time is that we're in, of course, we're stepping into the second last month of 2023. And I don't know about you, but this is the time of year where I start to reflect upon the passing year. How was the intentions that I had at the beginning of the year? Have they come into fruition? Have I tweaked or changed or shifted? Because that energy of that full moon lunar eclipse was really, and it was a very powerful time for us to really start letting go of any places where there was self-doubt or inner criticism or not good enough or not capable enough type of dialogue. So we're still influenced by that. Like I said, that was only 2 days ago. But at the end of this week, the incoming lunar phase influence is coming from the last quarter phase of the moon, which is in the sign of Leo. So you see, what's really beautiful and beautifully timed about all this, pull all those things together about the different phases of the moon, about stepping into the second last month of this powerful year. This year, 2023, is a 7-year. So it's very, like, the universal vibe for all of us was very much about finding meaning, about accessing our truth. And you know, the deck of cards that I love to finish off our sessions with are all about liberating our inner truth. So we'll get to that in a wee minute. But the key piece about this last quarter phase of the moon in the sign of Leo, it's about having the courage to step forward. So this full moon lunar eclipse, it was about a realignment, resetting, really making sure that what you're doing, the vibe of you, the words you use to talk about to yourself, the direction you're headed, the choices that you're making. This is a time to really look at your pace and your rhythm. And if there's a need for reset, this is the perfect time. In fact, you may even find energetically that it started already. And then as this week progresses, if you need a wee bit of fire in your belly or courage or new verbiage to talk to yourself or to recraft your story, this is the time to put it into play. If I say anything in these sessions that trigger you or make you confused or help you realize that you need some guidance or some support, please put it in the comments below or message me directly. The idea with these sessions is to be mindful, to find your motivation, and to really be the boss of you. Align with the soul whisper that's always there for all of us. However, sometimes we just need a wee reminder to feel into it. Okay, all that being said, that's what we're sitting in. Powerful times, such powerful times. So I'm just shuffling the first deck of cards that I like to use for this. So as we're shifting forward into this powerful energy, this is the first pull is for the letting go. This is for my letting go guidance system. So let's see, as we make the best use of these energies, what do we need to focus on letting go of? Oh, this is perfect. It's to let go of the belief that others are better than you. So where does that show up? I think that actually came up for us recently. So you see, that could be the remnants of self-doubt, that maybe you judge yourself based upon your perceptions of what other people are saying or doing or putting into motion. That's such an important part, to just release that. Remember, I just said you're the boss of you. So if you have a propensity to compare yourself to other people, maybe that's one of the things you need to let go of as well. Nobody's better than you at your specific gift, your specific, unique calling, talent, gift, and we all have them. And so if we go around and play small or even just sell ourselves short, then we're actually denying who we truly are at the core. So very important part to put that down. And so, like I said, if that comes up, or if there's a yeah but kind of conversation that goes on, let me know if you need any support or tools or references to help you really once and for all put that away, so that you can really focus upon bringing your gifts out, sharing your gifts, your talents, because that's actually what our responsibility is, to not only be aware of them, but to confidently share them with the collective. And that is how we co-create a successful, aligned life, thriving life, right? So next deck of cards that we're going to go into is my tarot cards. I'm going to pull one tarot card, and then we do 3 of the Healing with the Angels cards. So this is perfect. Leading on from this vibe, I love how the tarot cards really support that. What's come up for us is the Emperor. Actually, really interesting piece to note is that this card in my Letting Go Guidance System card is number 4, and the Emperor is number 4 in the tarot. But the Emperor is also all about leadership. So if you release the propensity to think that others are better than you, or that you're not good enough even, tap into the power of the Emperor. Emperor, we all have an inner Emperor, but it's about taking responsibility, taking ownership, really getting into being the author, the actor, the navigator of your life story, and making choices. And if you're in situations where you kind of pause for a moment and you go, gosh, I don't really like being here, or this doesn't feel in alignment with what makes my heart sing, with what brings me joy, then change. Look at seeing how can you craft the best way for you. How can you really feel yourself and find yourself in that rhythm? And maybe it means taking things at a different rhythm or a different pace, slowing things down enough to use that question. If you've watched these sessions before, you know that I love this question to help you. The question is, how do I feel about myself here? And that is such a beautiful way to really just tap into your heart's wisdom. So how do I feel about myself here, making these choices with these people, with this plan, with this path, with these projects, with these ideas? How do I feel about myself? And the guidance that you're looking for is, I feel good, I feel energized, I feel connected, I feel authentic, I feel in alignment with my essence. Whereas if I feel like I'm playing a role, or feel like I have to, or I feel like I need to do this because somebody told me to do it, those are all indications that you're actually missing some piece of guidance from your own higher self, from the wisdom of your heart. So how do I feel about myself? Let me know how that one goes for you. I really like that one, that question. So as I was riffing on those ideas, I was shuffling the Healing with the Angels cards. And let's see what 3 cards come up for us for this session. This is perfect. The first one is ideas and inspiration. So that's a really important part in these times, in this shifting energy, is, do you actually allow yourself space and time to just pause and access those ideas and inspiration? Sometimes, we can be in situations where we're busy taking care of stuff because we have to do that. There are things, tasks, and the mundane tasks and the responsibilities. But if you have ideas and inspiration coming, it's really important to make a note of it, to honor it, to acknowledge it, and let it flow through you. And as we do this, it's actually part of all of our healing. You know, as I'm seeing that healing card come up, I know that there is suffering and discombobulation and chaos in this world. Sometimes we might find ourselves thinking, oh my gosh, I need to take care of that, or I need to fix this. But the key piece is that in order to make the best ripple effect is to take care of us first. It's to do the inner work. And that's really a big part of that healing, is that if you see suffering and chaos and discombobulation around you in the outer, that's the macro. What's going on internally is the micro. And by attending to the needs of the micro, we actually ultimately look after the collective, after the micro. So that's one of the best ways to be a friend to yourself and to all around you, to really step into that. Looking after you is actually a powerful, powerful piece. It's not something that sort of gets dusted off or put at the bottom of your priority list. Very, very important to put your healing, to put your looking after all aspects of you at the very top of your list. Such an important part too. Okay, that's kind of the vibe of going forward in this week. Like I said, if you need any support or guidance or tips or nurturing in these ideas, you can put it in the comments below or message me directly. Just take a nice deep breath. I'd actually love to hear how this is landing for you, how it feels for you. So let me know. And so just getting ready to send you off into your week ahead. Just shuffling my Liberate Your Inner Truth cards. Let's see which card's going to come up for us today. Feels like it's that one. I like this one. So the card that's come up is I am empathetic. And that's actually an important part too with that what I was just saying about the micro and the macro. So this is an important part too. So let me read this out to you. To truly be supportive of another, I first strive to understand them. Empathetic people take the time to understand other people's preferences and motivations. I listen non-judgmentally and leave my assumptions at the door. It's a powerful message there for all of us too. I trust this all makes sense and lands well. Like I said, if you need any support or resources to help navigate these changing times, powerful times, just let me know. I'm here for you. I wish you a fabulous week ahead. Thank you, Dave. My pleasure. What is it? My sis says one of the as one mediates and takes care of one herself. Use meditates. I hope you have a profound. Absolutely. Well said. I love that. And it's so, so true that it's the collective energy that you beam out. So thank you for sharing that. Much love. Have a fabulous week. I'll be back with you again next week.